Hey, welcome back to Rob's Garage Woodworking. Today I just want to show you how I upgraded my shed roof because this tin here is only on about like a 10-degree angle, and it's not strong enough to hold the snow weight here in the Canadian winters. So I've had to upgrade this, and there is an upgrade kit available for the shed, but it's just not available. They say it's for the shed, but you can't buy one. So anyway, this is what I've done, and it's relatively quick, super easy, and I'll show you how I did it. Alright, so first step, I'm going to rip the reinforcing wood beams down to 3 1/4 inch wide, and that will fit into the metal beam. Alright. Alright. So, we're going to put it up inside and roll it into place. Hopefully, roll it into place. And it's not rolling. There we go. I got one. Clamp it there. Try to rotate it and squeeze it in. Just kind of massage it in. There we go. There. So that's in. So if you look here, there's some bolts that go through this part, and that's going to get in the way of the wood on the other side. So I'm going to clamp this against the wood, and it's going to leave marks where all the bolts are. So I'm going to clamp it in the middle and clamp it at the two ends. Alright, so you can see little indents here. I've circled them. Where's the other one? Oh, here it is. So, there's an indent, there's an indent, there's an indent here. And then you can see where they've also hit. So, we're going to drill these out down to probably maybe this depth, and that should cover the nut and the end of the bolt. So center that. Put it up and across, and put it up to the top. We're gonna roll it in again, and clamp it. Alright, so I'm just gonna tap it in place. So there's some holes here. Well, they're a little too big for the screws, and they're too close to the bottom. So I'm gonna put a couple over here, and I'm gonna start putting the bracing probably about here. So, because I want to be able to screw into where the braces are, and this will be enough support from the braces, so I'll show you after. So I'm going to put a couple of screws in here, then the braces will carry the rest of the screws. So just a couple here, one in the middle, a couple at the other end for now. So now we're going to add some bolts. So I'm up pretty much right up to the ceiling here. I'm going to go straight through. And then one close to it, a little lower. So we put a washer on this side. And then on this side, we are going to use a washer and a lock washer and the nut. Alright, so what we're going to do is take our square, put it up here, square that off, mark where our bracket is going to go with a Sharpie, a nice dark line. And we're going to take our bracket, we're going to line it up on the line. And we are going to mark out 2 holes that we're going to drill with the Sharpie. Okay. And we are going to drill those 2 holes. Just go through the tin as much as possible. This head's in terrible shape. Alright, so I used my compound miter saw and I set this to 8 degrees. Alright, 8 degrees right there. And I cut the one side after I cut this side direction. So you cut your first cut, you move it along your board, you mark off your length, cut the second one, okay? Alright, so I've set up the dado blade on the saw and I've set my fence. And I put a mark here, and that white mark is where I line up the board, and slowly I'll move it across like this. So there's my starting point. So I'm going to square this up at 0, right? And then make my cross cuts. Remember to keep your hands away from the saw blade. When we started this, what I did was I took a 2x6, I cut it to length. You see how it's on an angle here? So what I did was I supported the one end while I lifted the other end, and I got my wife on the step stool here to support it up here just to make sure that it didn't fall. I put one cross brace in at the other end, and then I put the other cross brace in at this end where my wife was. Take our wood, our notch, fits around the 2x4. There we go. So right now I'm just using deck screws. I put one side in at a time, or one in at a time. So here we are. We have the brackets and 3 screws into the beam, 3 screws in the cross beam, 3 screws in each one of these, right? And then we have the beam running flat, 2x4 all the way down. And we are going to have 5 of these. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 supports. And that should make it strong enough for the snow load here in Canada, hopefully. Now the sides are on quite an angle, like a 45-degree angle. So I think the snow is going to fall off of those. But these here are only at like, you know, say like a 15-degree angle or something. It's not very much. All right, so last part we did for supporting for heavier snow loads is we've transferred some of the weight capacity down to these 2x3s, which run from the beam, which is reinforced with the 2x4 and runs down to the floor and is screwed into the floor, screwed into the beam, and then it supports the beam itself. And we've got 4 of these. Now the center, I figure the load pushes out to the side beams, so as long as the side beams are supporting the load, the center should be fine. So that's my theory. We'll see how it holds up. Alright, so basically that's it. That's the upgrades for my shed. I just wanted to share those with you, and you know, hopefully that helps you out. And thanks for watching.